Morning, y'all. I'm on my balcony again, drinking my coffee. So many men, so many reasons to sleep alone. Found this at the Goodwill. It's hilarious. There's the person who made it. It's backwards or upside down, both. Um, there's Diesel. Say hi, Diesel. Say hi. Oh, he gives you a kiss. Okay, let's talk about accountability. Sorry, you knew eventually we'd have to talk about accountability. It's primarily why you hire a coach. And I'm not super pushing, but I'm just saying that's why you hire a coach, that's why you have a doctor, that's why you have a boss, that's why you have a partner. Accountability matters, you know. Accountability works because we're social animals. Accountability works because we want to be accepted. And wanting to be accepted is not a bad thing. Living your life so that you are accepted as a main motivator of your decision making and behavior, maybe not so much. Maybe that's a big erosion of boundaries. I know for me, I have spent a lot of my life trying to be accepted because I felt like I wasn't. Also, I wasn't. So some of that was self-created, some of that just was. You know, dysfunction aside, you have to be who you are, and you have to find your little troop of snow monkeys that are going to groom each other in the hot springs in the mountains of Japan. You have to be able to survive. You don't need a big troop, you just need a troop where you belong, okay? And you need people that you can trust. You need mutual relationships, mutually beneficial relationships. Relationships where you're like, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going. It was so weird for me when I first became a widow because he was really controlling. I don't care. 7 years later, if you're offended, I don't care. He was very controlling, and a big reason why, between him and my mom having PTSD, it is what it is. But that aspect of I had to tell him where I was and where I was going and what I was doing was an extreme version of accountability. But it was also like, wait, now nobody cares where I am and what I'm doing. It felt like freedom for a half a second, and then it just felt weird. Like, shouldn't someone know where I am? So my girlfriends, we all decided that, especially when we started dating, we would like tell each other, this is the person, this is their driver's license. You know, when you go into business, you kind of have to have that same thing. Like, okay, so you have some freedom, you don't have a boss, you're your own boss, but can you trust yourself to get these things done? You know? Somebody was asking me yesterday about project management. Now, I don't use project management tools for my business because I do monthly client engagement for social media and blog writing. I know I write for client A 4 times a month, and those are due on Thursdays. I know I write for client B twice a month, and those are due on Wednesdays. I know I write for client C once a month, and that's due when they give me the topic, 3 to 5 days after they give me the topic. So I don't need Basecamp, Trello, Asana, Monday, Excel spreadsheets, or any of that. But I do pick a due date, a day of the week that belongs to that client. So I have another lead that's coming through. I have a meeting with them tomorrow. I'm going to ask them, how does Tuesdays work for you? You know, client D, I think they want 2 blog posts a month. I have to look at the proposal again, but whatever. How does the first and third Monday work for you? Or how does the second and fourth Tuesday work for you? Then I write it on my Google Calendar. I know. I have a I keep them accountable, and I keep myself accountable, and I have a spreadsheet with all the articles I've ever written for that client, when it was due, with a link to the Google Doc, blah 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 blah. So that's one layer of accountability. It's like they're due on a certain day of the week, which works for me and it works for them. They know that they're getting this on or before Thursday, right? And it's not that I'm perfect, because I've been behind and we've changed topics, and that's fine. When you're trying something new, though, so that's like internal accountability with your clients. What about accountability for your own business structure? When it comes to accounting accountability, you have a CPA. So you hire a CPA, you turn in your books, they do your taxes, they're going to give you journal entries for the end of the year, adjusting entries. You're accountable to them, you're accountable to the IRS. What about ideas? What about, okay, I really want to do this thing, and there's no real due date, and you broke down the tasks sort of, and well, it could go this way or it could go that way. If you're in like that kind of brainstorming area of, I could do this, I could do that, and you're not really clear on your direction, that's when business coaching helps. Or have that person, have that mentor, have one of your friends, one of your former colleagues, a best friend, and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and it's due on this date, and would you mind, kind of reminding me? Or just or opening up yourself to them. That's another thing, It's like, I decided to make these videos that are between 2 and 10 minutes long, because a lot of people don't know I do marketing consultations and business coaching. But I do. So I'm doing these, and I'm doing them consistently Monday through Friday with some added Saturdays. So I'm accountable to the internet, right? What's going to happen if I don't post a video today? Nothing. The world isn't going to end. As my friend Sarah says, we're not curing cancer, it's just the internet. But what does happen is, if you make excuses over the course of time, you're your own worst enemy. And that's when people come to me, because they can't even trust themselves. And it's so much easier to go, oh, who cares? I don't have to be at work until 5 o'clock today at work. I have one article to write. I have a Twitter calendar to start, but I don't have to work at my side job. One of the reasons why I got that side job was to be outside of this house, but also to give more structure to my day, because there wasn't enough for me to do. And when I don't have enough to do, I just disconnect from it all. That goes back to knowing yourself, remember? All these videos are completely interconnected, because you need to focus on one thing. So, your assignment. Dun 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 dun, should you choose to accept. Bum bum ba da 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 da. Diesel, should you choose to accept, do you accept this mission? He's like, girl, get me out of this video. Write down a task. Write down what you're going to do by today's Wednesday. What are you going to do by next Wednesday? Write it down. Put it to me in the comments. Send me a DM. Send your friend a DM. And then schedule yourself an email to go out next Wednesday to see if you did it. Bye.